Well, and yes, viewers, welcome back to another episode. This is only the second episode of In The Mix. Well, there is a lot to talk about, so I'm going to encourage all of you to stay tuned. Please do make sure to stay tuned because we are going to be running through all the games that we've had so far in the AFCON 23 games. So with that being said, you guys probably want to know who I'm joined with in studio today. Co-host Limba Mupatami. It's not Enzo today, it's Limba Mupatami. And the one and only Oliver Reef. How are you guys doing today?
We're fantastic, man. We're so happy to be here in studio. I mean, we have the former Brave Warriors player joining us today, Brian, so I'm really excited. These are the guys that we just watch on TV, so yeah, I'm really excited to meet him in person as well.
Oliver, for you guys that don't know who Oliver is, I'm gonna let him introduce himself so you guys just have an insight of who we are dealing with today.
Hi guys, thanks for having me. Yeah, well, like you already said, yeah, I'm a former national team player, and yeah, probably only the older guys and ladies will know me. Yeah. So it's now for the newer generation to be in the limelight.
Okay, well, before we do continue with the show, let's just take 5 seconds of our time, 10 seconds, 15 seconds to just rejoice in Dion Otto's goal. But before we do give credit to Otto, let's give credit to the big man himself, Mudeu, with the perfect assist for our first goal at the AFCON 23 games. Have a look at that.
A brilliant free kick from Otto. It just served as a harbinger of what was to come, and this was the moment. Zeo whipping in a fabulous cross and ghosting in, totally unmarked.
And just like that, we are back. Let's talk about that goal, guys. Let's first dive into the perfection of that assist that Dion Otto scored the goal. Oliver?
Well, I mean, it couldn't be better. Almost dying seconds of the match, and he just surprised everybody. He made a jiggy, want to go down the line. No, fooled the guy, cut it in. Perfect cross, and Dion had his composure, and he was threatening the whole game already. I mean, it was dangerous. Also nice cut-ins in the game, and I was just happy that he scored. You know?
Very wonderful goal. Limba, how did you feel about that goal? Where were you in that moment? Because I was at Temperature. I was watching the game live at Temperature. I don't know where you were.
I was at home, and then, you see, I've always criticized Modeo. You know, I'd always say, he makes, funny mistakes at all times. But I take all of those things back because that cross was brilliant. I don't think we need to take anything away from that.
It couldn't be.
You know, and when I watched the interview, you know, the post interview with Dion Otto, he said they've been practicing that move, you know, for a long time in training, and it was just so perfect because the moment he had the ball in his feet, he made that turn and he crossed. Dion already knew how to position himself. I mean, even talking about it right now, I'm getting goosebumps because it was just it was crazy, man. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, well, before we do continue, I mean, we all know it's Popcorn Day, so we need to celebrate Popcorn Day the right way. So production brought us this wonderful popcorn, but there is a twist. There is a twist to this one. To make it local as lekker, to add some flavor to it, we just add a bit of Kapana spice. So I'm really excited. You guys should have a taste.
Okay.
And tell me how you feel about the Kapana taste while I open my, you know, Tafelaga, always making sure we are ready for the day. I'm going to take a sip before we continue. And like that, we'll talk more about football when we get into kickoff. So you guys should just sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Okay, well, just like that, we are back, and yeah, let's dive right into it. Match day one is officially a wrap. As you can, we're going to show you guys the results now from match day one. If you can take a look at the screen there. Limba, I'm going to ask you first, upsets from round one. Where do you feel like teams overperformed or teams underperformed in match day one that we saw in the AFCON 23 games?
You see, now, the likes of Ivory Coast, the host, the brilliant match that they played there. Yeah, I was really impressed by. I mean, they are the host because obviously they have to perform so that they can, the fans are filling the stadiums. I like the way they performed. Zambia, a drawing there, also perfect match that they had. And of course, South Africa playing, losing to Mali. I didn't really expect that.
Yeah.
You know, the South Africans have been struggling even before we went into the Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah, so I didn't expect that, but of course the results speak for themselves. Morocco beating Tanzania. I mean, Tanzania didn't stand a chance. It's Morocco.
Yeah, I mean, Morocco. We saw them in the World Cup last World Cup. We saw them go all the way, I think, to the semi-finals, if my mind still holds me correctly.
Yeah.
So Morocco definitely we agree with you. They are probably the favorites or one of the favorites to be considered for this tournament. Yeah, but as we were talking behind the scenes, Oliver, you were talking about how Cape Verde is a team that continues to grow. It's a team that surprised everyone against Ghana. But yeah, speaking of match day 1, which results actually interested you the most?
Well, I thought the upsets were quite interesting. Ghana losing, also Nigeria not in top form, and Egypt surprised me the most probably because I really fancy Egypt from my playing days, and they were always on top of us. So they were always, yeah, like 10 times better. So it really, really astonished me that they only drew. But like we spoke also before the start of the show, that a lot of teams have grown during the time because a lot of players in the local leagues get exposed and get chances to play in Europe and outside of their own country. So it also brings them to a new perspective, and they add it to their respective countries. And yeah, I think the Arab countries have stagnated a bit. So yeah, fair play to all the small teams. And
there are no more small teams
well, there are small teams. They have to become bigger after the Cup of Nations. We can speak to about different terms, but I do think it makes it much more interesting now.
I mean, compared to the previous AFCONs that we have watched before, I think the difference for me this year is there are no underdogs. I think we've seen with Namibia and Tunisia.
Well, especially after round 1.
After round 1, because
everybody will be on their toes now.
Yeah, because look, Tunisia are ranked 3rd in the tournament. So we are ranked 115th in the world, and in the tournament we are probably in the last 5.
Of course.
But how we stepped up against Tunisia, the changes, I think the changes are the ones that inspired the win because Mudeu came on from the bench. We have Gero who came on from the bench. And those guys, when they came on, we just saw that the game changed and we ended up winning the game. But yeah, not to just mention that we won as least favorites, but also mentioning Cape Verde beating Ghana. We have the likes of Iñaki Williams from Atletico Bilbao. It's a team that has culture. It's a team that's been around for a long time. But to see now that things are changing, small teams are stepping up, it's really, really exciting to see the AFCON.
You see, the thing is, Brian, the likes of Tunisia, for instance, I have a feeling that they came into this match with against Namibia with the idea, or rather with that confidence to say historically they are really brilliant. Yeah. So they thought that it was going to be a walkover. Yeah. They checked, okay, Namibia is ranked 115th. What type of? I'm pretty sure they didn't even know the Namibian team. You know what I mean? And the Namibians came in knowing very well that they need to prove themselves. You know, they're the underdogs. Nobody knows about them, and I think that was the surprise element as well because nobody knows about them.
Nobody knows.
You know,
about them,
yeah. So.
Okay, well, with that being said, I mean, we'll continue this conversation shortly. Fireball is up next. We just want to find out what Javon Wilson, he's in the kitchen today. He's the one that's cooking up in the kitchen. I'm very nervous about that, but we'll see what Javon has for us in the kitchen with Anushka on Fireball.
The Champions League, we've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go. A burst of pace, and the pressure's on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There was space foul! Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent! Mbappe! That is a stunner! Haaland! What a finish! Coming onto it now to shoot! Champions of Europe, finally!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
You know, Brian likes taking away my shine. I was so excited to introduce Javon because, guys, wait, yeah, woo, everybody's having their TOEFL. I better have mine as well. So Javon, like Brian said, he already introduced you, Mr. Sports Betting. What's on the menu for today?
We have some lovely Namibian beef rashes. And we're having a peach, a summer peach salad. It's in the middle of summer, so we have to cool down a bit. So I think the salad will really accommodate the meat.
So for those of you who haven't seen the reel yet of how I did shopping, you know, Brian was with me. He was like, what is Javon feeding us tomorrow? Why is there peaches and blueberries in the salad? And I'm like, hey, something for the palate, something new to taste, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Summer is usually a time where I like to explore with salads, especially fruits in the salads. It's nice and refreshing.
Oh,
just turn this meat, sizzling nicely.
You can hear, you can hear the sizzling. It's fine. No, actually, that's yours. Brian should keep quiet while I'm busy talking, guys. So I'm actually looking forward to this. Now, Javon, you're very good at the betting game and all that. We know that. And you take huge risks.
Yes.
So give me more on your thoughts on this AFCON and how's the betting industry going now with Namibia actually, you know, like they said, Namibia was the underdogs.
Look, obviously Namibia's odds were the highest in the opening matches. We were offering 11-1 at the start of the game, which ended towards 10-1. A couple of clients really played big. Congratulations to the biggest client who put 5,000 down to win 50,000. So the odds are really in Namibia's favor. However, now the odds have kind of dropped a bit. Let me just get this sorted here.
Guys, it's smelling delicious here. Like me, I want it.
So the odds for Namibia at the start of the tournament was 200-1, which is pretty high. After the one match, obviously we all know the upset that was caused against Tunisia. We're offering now 100. So you can see it significantly dropped. So yeah, we encourage everyone to get behind the boys. Again, I'm in South Africa. We're offering 4-1 now at the moment. You can make 4 times what you put in.
So for who are you betting? Because I know you are double-sided. You're like a double-sided tape. So who are you betting and rooting for on Sunday?
Definitely Namibia. I think they have that cutting edge now at the moment. I think you see the thing is, obviously the back line for South Africa, predominantly Mamelodi Sundowns players that know Shalulile pretty well. But you can also look at it the other way. Like he knows those defenders very well. He knows what the weaknesses are. So I think he can expose them, and obviously with Dion Hotto on the wing as well.
Yeah, and you know, I can't wait to hear the thoughts of our guys representing us in Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan currently. That is Tia James Wilson and Joseph Thomas, our winner. They're discussing the games this weekend, be it Senegal, Cameroon, all those people, but ending it with a banger for the Namibia versus South Africa game. Don't go anywhere because it's right after this.
Thomas.
Yes, Mr. James.
We are here, box to box, all the way in Ivory Coast. Coming to you live from Namibia. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling well. I'm feeling great, man.
Yeah.
And this is we are in Cote d'Ivoire.
We're in Cote d'Ivoire, man. Ivory
and the weather
Coast.
is beautiful, man.
It's it's amazing. But I mean, as you guys can tell, I sweat all the time. So I've been sweating so much. But I love the place. I mean, yesterday we were in the city center. How did that feel for you, man?
Oh, the city, it's too beautiful, man.
Right.
And it's a big city, and people here are very welcoming.
For sure.
And they are super cool people.
For sure.
They welcome us with open-handed.
Yeah, it's all love everywhere, man. But I mean, it's Friday. You know, we have games today. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a long weekend. And just now at 2 o'clock, who do we have first, man?
Yeah, 2 o'clock we have Cape Verde against Mozambique. The Blue Whales are going against the Mambas.
Oh, okay. That's going to be a good game, hey? I mean, these are both basically underdogs, but they've been proving themselves this year, hey?
And football in Africa, it's evolving.
100%.
So they are no longer underdogs in Africa. Once you qualify to AFCON, that means you are one of the top team.
Sure.
And you are favorable to win it.
For sure. I mean, if you can make it to AFCON, I feel like, you know, and if you can survive against these big teams, it must mean something, you know. So obviously, the generational wealth in football has become, you know, higher, because now we have teams like Cape Verde beating other teams, you know, Mozambique beating other teams, or just fighting at least, you know. Yes, like Namibia this week, you know what we did? We beat Tunisia. You know, it's a good time to be alive, man. So what are your predictions for that game, though? Cape Verde and Mozambique. What do you think?
I believe Cape Verde is going to win 2-1-0, but it's not going to be an easy game.
For sure. Trust. But I mean, that's just the tester. You know what happens afterwards? It's a Senegal-Cameroon game. Ooh. Yeah. So later it's gonna be a strong game. What do you think about that one? I mean, defending champions, right?
And I believe the defending champions are going to do everything in their power to defend their title.
Sure.
But it's not going to be an easy game to play against Cameroon and the Indo Lions. It's going to be an exciting game to watch.
I just hope Onana, you know, doesn't treat Cameroon the same way he treats United, you know.
I believe
with disrespect.
I believe this time Onana will be proud to wear the badge of the national team.
Of course.
And I believe that he will do anything in his power just for Cameroon to win.
For sure. It's a beautiful time. But I mean, he has to. I mean, people look up to him. Same way people look up to Mane, though. And that's exactly going to happen on his end. I mean, he is captain, right? And
Definitely.
I mean, he's doing very well in Saudi Arabia, so I don't think he wants to let off. I think he wants to win. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tough head-to-head game, hey?
And I believe, if I could say this in this way, Mane is a national treasury for Senegal.
100%. That's their favorite person. That's their Lionel Messi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have to respect that and give him his flowers, you know. And who's playing tonight?
Tonight we have Mali and Tunisia.
No. Mali, Tunisia is on Sunday, actually. Remember, Mali's on Sunday.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But who else is playing tonight since it's Friday? Because I don't care about the other teams, you know. It's all about Cameroon and Senegal.
Yeah, it's all about Cameroon
but
and
either way,
Senegal,
let's talk about our group. So it's Mali and Tunisia in this weekend. What are your predictions? What are your thoughts on these two teams?
My prediction is I will go with the 1-1-0 and for both. And one thing about it, they should actually draw 1-1 for us to have an advantage.
Exactly.
Because in terms of clean sheet, maybe if you could draw the game of South Africa, it should be a 0-0.
Yeah.
Then our chance to go to the next round,
it's high. For sure. Because now we have less pressure to really get over this hurdle. Which
Definitely.
is pretty cool. I mean, and with that said, that means we're going to have to play South Africa, and I think we're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them maybe 2-1 this time. I know I said 2-1 for Tunisia, but now, you know, there's something about South Africa and maybe as rivalry where I think they're really going to fight it out. But in my opinion, South Africa is not strong enough to beat us.
Yeah, and the thing is, South Africa is not strong, but the pressure it's building up.
Of course.
So they lost the opening game.
For sure.
It's not going to be an easy game on us. Actually, the Brave Warriors they will come with any weapon in their arsenal to try to win the game. But
we're gonna shoot everything at them.
It's going to be a tough game, and it's going to be one of the good game to watch.
Of course. We're excited. It's gonna be a good weekend. But yeah, we start off with the games of today, and it's going to be a great one. But the only way to really enjoy all of this, you know how? To have it with a, Tafalaga. It's the only way to keep it refreshed, keep it exciting, responsibly, and I mean, it tastes amazing. So I mean, box to box, Ivory Coast to Namibia. Thanks for watching.
And just like that, Javon, the master chef of JSB Sports Betting, is going to serve us a very nice platter. I'm looking forward to eating this, Javon. Can you tell us, you said the summer salad.
Yeah.
So I can see here cucumber, peaches, blueberries, and then you have feta cheese. And then I want to know about the vinaigrette, though.
Yeah, so what I did was just to give it a bit more zest. I added a bit of lemon juice. And then for the vinaigrette, I added honey, Dijon mustard, and also some olive oil. I think the freshness of the parsley as well added to that vinaigrette will just bring out that that freshness of the salad, and it does give it a different element as well.
Nice. So, you know, this is actually a show not just for AFCON, but also for football in a whole. And I know since last year, JSB has been pumping out an amazing competition that Muyamba, Brian, Munango is not betting for me because I wanted Suzuki.
Yes.
I told you, the Swift, I want it.
Yeah, time's coming.
Time's coming.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that competition.
So basically, we're having the Premier League mega giveaway. We're giving away 2 vehicles, Suzuki's for that matter. The one is the Swift, and the other one will be the Espresso. So that's for any client that plays a $20 Namibian bet on our platforms, whether that's in retail stores or that's in online. And if that ticket is a losing ticket, you automatically enter into the draw. So it's that simple. You place a ticket of $20 million on any sports match, not the Premier League alone, and yeah, you stand a chance to win one of those vehicles.
I hear you. And you know what? I like playing with people's mind because I feel like I know a lot in life, even if I don't. Okay. I have an amazing competition. I don't know if you participated yet. I haven't seen you participating. That is the Lesaka Joel Trivia Competition. So every week you stand a chance to win $1,000 Namibian if you answer all 5 questions correctly. And all those questions only consist of AFCON facts. Do you think you'll be able to win?
I don't think I know. So maybe I should jump on it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
I mean, I know we have the great Oliver here in studio. I think maybe he will know a bit more than myself, but I'll come second then to that knowledge, I would say.
Well, we have a lucky winner of week 2, Philip Shikupe. He is walking away $1,000 Namibian richer, courtesy of the Lesaka Joel team. Guys, I won't lie. I have to quickly, before we go back to plate the food. People are mad. They're like, why is it the first person who wins? Because it's just fair. The first person will win. The first person who gets all 5 answers correctly wins the competition automatically. So guys, today is the new week 3. Make sure you are the first person to answer all 5 questions correctly. So I'm gonna help Javon plate this food for a very hungry Brian, but I'm actually gonna give the most perfect plate to Oliver and Lamba, and Brian is gonna get the meat that fell. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
You know, I have one more question. I have one question for everyone in here. I'm going to keep this question for later. We are all going to give our answer before end of the show. The team that has scored consecutively in AFCON, the most, that hasn't skipped a game without scoring, they've scored so far in 15 games in the AFCON. If you guys get that correctly,
Egypt.
You got no, not okay. Egypt. Nope.
Morocco.
No, you guys. We are guessing. We are guessing now. We'll talk about it later. You don't qualify. I'm going to ask Oliver about this one. But Oliver, big game on Sunday. Big game on Sunday. I'm going to leave you guys with these words. Hugo Boss said, this game we're beating Namibia because there are no 2 stories, because they know, South Africa knows if they don't beat us on Sunday, then they're out of the competition. What are your thoughts on Sunday's game?
Well, Brian and Oliver, you see a lot of guys play in South Africa. A lot of Namibian guys play in South Africa.
Yeah.
So obviously they know the playing style. They almost play similar football, you know. So as much as Peter Shalulile knows about the South African defense and so, they also know about Peter Shalulile's weaknesses. Yeah. Do you understand? So Sunday's game, I think it will boil down to who has the best strategy, who scores first. You know what I mean? Who has the most confidence? And right now it's the Namibians with the confidence, because they're going to this match having beaten Tunisia, South Africa having faltered against Mali. So it's going to be very, very tricky. Whoever has the best technical team, I think at the moment, is going to win the match. Who, I can't say. I'm hoping that it will be Namibia going in with that confidence, you know, with that speed, with that pace. Yeah. But it will be really, really, really tricky.
I agree on that one. I think type of football is very similar. I do think it's going to be one in the back scene by the coaches, because the desire of our boys is there. You know, after they've won now the first game in AFCON for Namibia, it's going to put another top load onto their will as a group. And I think this is what Coach Ronnie and Colin did very well, is the gel in the team is especially good. And this is what you need in any team, but in a cup tournament like this, it's even more important. And I do think quality-wise, there's no difference. Honestly, there's no difference. Like you said, many of the players of Namibia play in South Africa themselves, the type of football that they play, and I think it's just purely to desire. Who wants it the most? It's in the mix, like you said.
In the mix. Oliver, I'm going to ask you one question. Do you think this is the match that makes us or breaks us in this tournament?
No, because we've got 2 games to go. All right, anything can happen. We've got quality. We've shown it. And we just need a little bit of luck. Sometimes these tournaments are also about luck. You know, who thought that we're going to win? We won.
But Oliver, we're also playing for pride. You played for the Brave
You
Warriors.
always play for pride.
You know the Shibobo songs that have been coming along, and how Bafana has always destroyed us. You look at how Benny McCarthy would just run through our defense. So we are playing for pride as well. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, we got to go out there and obviously show that we deserve to be in the competition. I can't say that we must continue calling ourselves the underdogs. I mean, if we beat Tunisia, we're no longer underdogs.
I think every Namibian is going to be, even if we lose, is going to be happy if we just give it our best.
Okay, I think you guys have spoken so much about football that you might be hungry, because Javon would like to tell us what he made.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, Namibian beef, which we all know is high quality. And then we have a peach summer salad with a very nice zesty lemon and Dijon mustard vinaigrette. Hope you guys enjoy.
Okay,
That's fantastic.
moment of truth.
So, Muyamba, first thoughts. I really need you to give me your
guys, me personally, this is just me personally. I honestly don't believe. John, can you
can I?
come right here? I want people to see you. Okay. I personally, I don't agree with mixing fruits and vegetables. That's my personal.
I actually have a funny story.
I'm from the village, man. I'm deep from Chumke. Then we just eat meat and chicken and pap and, you know, it's never like this fancy stuff. But I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna try that. I trust Javon, I think. But yeah, let's go for the first bite.
Wow. Okay, Javon. Okay, Javon.
Not too bad, not too bad.
I love it.
Okay, guys.
Okay. I'm convinced now. Okay, now. Yeah, I'm easy to convince, but it's.
You're going to take something back to
I'm gonna eat now after this. After we cut the cameras, I'm gonna get on this. But it's nice, Javon. Like I didn't think blueberries and peaches and cucumber.
Okay, Muyamba.
Really
Muyamba
nice.
always talks a lot, guys. I want to hear final predictions before we say goodbye. Lumba.
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, guys, the Tunisia-Namibia match, I was not going to bet on Namibia. We won. It was,
Okay.
you know. Namibia, South Africa, I think it's going to go down 2-1. Namibia, in Namibia's
Oliver.
favor.
Simon.
Same way. I'm gonna be more honest.
Not you, Javon.
Look, it's an interesting game. I don't feel South Africa have the strongest players at the moment. I mean, Lyle Foster being out is, for me, that's a huge thing.
Okay.
So I would definitely go with the 1-0 to Namibia. So I would suggest to the nation, if you want to make some money, I know it's January, make some money on Sunday, put your money down in Namibia to win a JSP Sports betting and bet with the best.
But if my predictions are correct, do I get money from you guys? Oh, okay.
You have to put the money down.
Okay, we're not even going to ask Brian's betting, what my betting, but prediction, because him and I are going to be live on Sunday, you know, when we go watch the live game. So don't go anywhere, because right after this, we're saying bye, which is now. Bye.
Wait, guys.